Hey guys, Marcus here. I wanted to tell you about a really cool book that I've had, and I want to give you the abridged version and things that stood out to me. I have to say that I really didn't understand what marketing was. Just thought it was an ad. I thought I was getting out there and hyping the product and telling as many people about it. And as far as real estate, a listing, putting it on the proper channels for people to see it and allowing that to allow the property to sell itself when there's a whole other side of things, and it's sales, promotions, PR, advertising. And he uses an analogy, a circus analogy that I'll talk about first, but this is going to be, I guess, about 15 minutes long. I'll motor right through it, but I'll just deal with the first part. And it's a 9 square, 3-phase, 3-act part that identifies your marketing plan. And this is geared towards small and mid-sized businesses, not companies that are just branding, trying to get their message out there in all different directions. This is targeted, measurable ads and promotions and PR that deal with your product or service. So hopefully it's of value to you. I've went through it a couple times trying to be efficient with it. This is Allan, and so here's that analogy. So if you create an ad that the circus is coming to town, that's advertising. If you put that sign on an elephant walking through town, that's advertising. No, you put an ad, that's advertising. If you walk him through town on an elephant, that's a promotion. If you walk him through the mayor's flower bed, that's a publicity. And if you get him to laugh about it, the mayor, then that's public relations. And if you can get the town citizens to go, you show them how many entertainment booths, explain how much fun they'll have spending money at the circus, answer their questions, and ultimately they spend a lot at the circus. That's sales. And that's marketing. That whole strategic idea of these items, these tactics in one form and another, get you to your strategy of your marketing plan. So the answers have changed. There's an analogy with social media and the way that new people attach trust to the people that provide products and services. It's changed. The answers are different than they were 10 years ago. So do you really need to market if you have a great product? The answer is yes. Apple, anybody, Microsoft, they got a great product, but if they don't make sales, it doesn't matter. And the biggest way to kill your business is to not understand the difference between what kind of company you have. The large companies have a very different budget, and they have a board of directors to impress, creative advertising agencies to get awards from. They are firing arrows in all different ways and hope to remind people about their service or product. And the small medium, you need to track it and have a return on your investment. Got to measure it. Use compelling headlines, demand a response, make a specific offer, and target a niche. And it includes follow-up, short-term follow-up, and long-term maintenance. And here's the phase that we're going to deal with today, or in this video. And that's before they become your customer. So you got to target your market, make a message to your audience, and then choose what kind of media you're going to use. And the before, you got prospects, and you need leads, and you need to identify your niche. So before is your goal. In this first phase is get them to know you and indicate an interest. And the things that were reminded to me, it was the 64 rule or the 80-20 or the 70-30, and direct response. So here's what we're going to do. It's not everybody. You got to select who your market is and know that it's not everybody. You're not trying to brand. You're not trying to get the word out. You got a niche. And because you got a limited amount of money, if you focus too broadly, you're going to water it down. And you gotta make your customers or potential people think that, hey, that's for me. You could say, I'm a photographer, but you have an option. You have a few different options: fashion, commercial photography, family, weddings, portraits. If you don't niche, if you don't create a niche or identify a niche, then somebody's not going to say, hey, that's for me. Like somebody who's shopping for a wedding photographer, if they just see photographer, there's less of a chance that your dollar is going to go the most effectively that it could on that niche. If you specialize, it makes price irrelevant, and you can identify your niche, who you want to pursue through probably a 1 for 10, 1 out of 10. You can attach numbers to it and discern what's what with regard to personal fulfillment, value to the marketplace, and profitability. Just put numbers within these niche of your service or product, and then decide which ones who's going to be your ideal customer, and step inside their shoes, see what makes them tick, what do they desire, what are they afraid of, what makes them mad, and create, get inside their minds. He kind of inhibits what their lives might look like, and take that action item. Who is your target market? Crafting your message. You really need a USP. You need if most ads from small businesses are like name, logo, laundry list, claims of quality, free quote, and contact deals. But when he's asked business owners what's the purpose of their ad, they get, really amateur answers. Branding, getting my name out there, letting people know about products and services, making sales, getting people to qualify for a quote. So his rule of thumb is one ad, one objective. If it's not helping that objective, then it's detracting from it. That includes sacred cows like your name and company logo. Advertising space is valuable, and these things take up prime real estate in your ad space and detract from your message rather than enhance it. So, the quality, claims of quality is, really should be a baseline, and don't take up your ad space to not differentiate yourself or target a niche. Why is somebody supposed to do business with you rather than somebody else in real estate sales? I mean, everybody knows a realtor, right? So somebody could say, I sell coffee. There's not anything unique about that. So why do people spend $1 at 7-Eleven and $4 to $5 at another place? So there's a big difference. And people only find about your quality and service after they bought. A good position, unique selling proposition is designed to attract prospects before they made a purchasing decision. Where should they buy? Why should they buy? And why should they buy from me? Ask yourself with your proposition and get into their mind. If you confuse them, you lose them. If understand your prospect has 3 options: buy from you, your competitor, or don't do anything, and you're going to lose them if you confuse them. And be remarkable. So how much extra did it cost to create that art? Probably not much, but it would definitely be remarkable. And this person is making a special letter inside of their CD cases. So that's going to be your elevator pitch, your USP. With your elevator pitch, you have basically a format. When this is a problem, well, what we do is where the solution is, and in fact, proof. So insurance salesmen, when people don't adjust their coverage, all I do is make sure it's correct. And in fact, my client just covered the full cost because his coverage was correct. Craft your offer. And decide, you got to put the right stuff in front of the right people. Anything other than that violates the first rule. And create an irresistible offer and consider value stacking, upsells, payment plans, guarantees, scarcity, and then target their pain. See what makes them upset. Copywriting, Allan places special emphasis on this. No other skill rewards you as richly as being able to write compelling words. And this is the master skill of marketing. So he's got some examples on 1pmp.com. Hopefully And elements of great copy is an emotional response. Consider these three things: animal, fish, and shark. Which one creates the most emotional reaction? And he's got examples on his website. So these are some famous stuff that have compelled people to action. And you're trying to enter the conversations going on in their mind already. And don't forget what people blame for things not going their way. You're not finding the right product or service. It doesn't include them. They don't blame themselves. It's usually the government or global economy or big business. Keep that in mind when you're targeting the pain. And this is all about great copywriting. There's books and books written on that. And always choose clarity over cleverness. And then the second part is to, decide what your message is to your target market on that section. All right, one more thing, and we're done for this video. We're going to see what media you're going to use. So talking about the return on the investment, you need to be able to measure it with toll-free numbers, website analytics, coupon codes. What gets measured gets managed. Be ruthless with your ad spend by cutting the losers and riding the winners. Obviously, to know what's losing and what's winning, you got to be tracking and measuring. Each one of these methods, social media, snail mail, radio, it's all got its own idiosyncrasies. Be aware of that. And instead of getting your name out there, get your name your prospects in here. And have a unlimited budget by having, being able to buy $10 bills for $2. And you got to track how much of a customer is valuable. Track a customer's value to or the life of your customer. And social media is of course inexpensive and it has a wide reach, and it can fall into, it has successful marketing has got to get three vital elements right: target your market, get your message, and the vehicle. Choose your vehicle. He says that social media can suck your time and take away from valuable stuff that you can measure. Email marketing, you own your leads. And more importantly, you own your database and not the social media company. Don't spam when you email. Be human. Use a commercial email system that can not get stuck in spam. So you got to give them value. You can automate it. You got to get it delivered, opened, and read. Snail mail is unique these days because it's a little expensive and less people do it. And again, have a proper ROI that ensures that you can keep spending on your marketing budget, which I did not do that the first part of my career. And I still don't do it how I should. That's why this was such a valuable number. And having a one-legged stool, having all your leads come from one source is dangerous in case that paradigm changes. And so let's fill out part 3 of your marketing plan, what the media you're going to use to target your market. So I'm going to finish up that and start on the second part on another video. Thank you for sticking through this. How long is it? It is 15 minutes. All right. Thank you so much. Marcus Tuttle here. I hope it's of value to you. Bye.